Hi, this is Matthew Cratter from Trader University. And today I wanted to do an update on my Tesla trade. A lot of you have been asking for this. And the question I want to ask at this point is Tesla even going to last until the end of the year? As most of you probably know, the company is in a free fall. Its stock is in a free fall. Now, we first started talking about this trade back in March, 2 months ago. And after that, the stock has just basically gone straight down. What's been frustrating is that the option prices, the put prices, have also collapsed. I first started buying these at 230 a share, and then I bought more at 160. They're currently trading below at 139 here in the pre-market. They're probably going to be up more today because there's some, as we'll see, there's some major headlines. These are the January 2020, so about 7 months from now, 50 strike puts. Now, if Tesla were to go to zero before these puts expire, these puts would be worth roughly $50, $50 a piece. So you have something that basically you make a little less than 50 times on your money, something that goes from 139 to 50. Now, a lot of you have been asking, obviously, this is my trade. It's a very risky trade. It's not a trade recommendation. But if you were to do this, if you were to copy me, you certainly would not have to hold it. You can trade in or out of these at any point. You don't actually have to hold until the stock gets to 50 or gets to 20 or whatever. It can be a very dynamic situation. But the thing that's become very concerning about Tesla is that they just recently did this capital raise where they raised a little more than $2 billion. And then just a couple weeks later, Musk comes out and says basically they have to do extreme cost cutting or they're going to be out of cash again in 10 months. Now, when your stock's in a free fall like this, it's almost impossible to raise capital, or you have to do it at fire sale prices. The people who just bought shares from Tesla at around, I think the offering was like 230 or 235, they've had just an instant loss on their books. And what's very strange is that Musk is thinking that, when you have a growth company, usually you don't grow it by cutting costs. And so this is somewhat unthinkable that this is the strategy he's taking. It does confirm our suspicion, though, that the reason he was shutting down so many stores was a serious cash crunch. And they're burning, I think he said they burned a few $100 million just in the first quarter. So definitely running out of cash. The stock analysts for this stock, especially some of the bulls at Wedbush and at Morgan Stanley, especially Adam Jonas, who's been a big proponent of the stock, they're finally figuring this out, and it's finally going to start get to be priced into the put options this morning because of this. Slashing worst case scenario to $10, $0, $10, it's all about the same. What's complicated things for Tesla is the trade war with China, which is going to make it much, much more difficult for them to sell. They're really betting on a China growth story to sell more cars there. So Wedbush Securities saying this is a code red situation. I'm not sure the market has really priced all this in yet. We'll see when it opens today. But I still own these puts, the January 2020 50 puts. I personally think they're a great investment. This is risky though when you're trading options. When you buy the premium, you're basically risking 100% of it. This thing could go to zero. So only trade. If you want to do this trade, if you choose to do this trade on your own, only trade with risk capital. So I'd be interested in your thoughts. Please let me know your thoughts in the comments, whether you agree with this or disagree with this. And please subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see more Tesla updates in the near future. It'll be very interesting to see where this is trading. Closed yesterday at 205. Now it's down in the pre-market to 198.51. So it's actually very close to taking out yesterday's lows. You can see the stock is trading below the 50-day moving average and the blue line, and the 50-day moving average is below the red 200-day moving average. This is a stock that has a lot of short sellers. It's in a very firm downtrend. It's going to be very interesting to see if Musk can pull himself out of this one. He's definitely been a miracle worker. This one might be too difficult, seeing as they've just raised cash. And real growth companies don't have to raise cash every 10 months and continue to lever up the company with more debt. They used a lot of convertible debt last time, and also diluting existing shareholders. So stay tuned, and I'm sure there'll be more videos coming on Tesla. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you in the next video.